Yeah.
Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy DJ J Steezy.
DJ Jedi.
Today's special guest, we got Krazy Aztec and LiL Mando.
Sick Flow Records in the house, baby.
Yeah.
Over, dog.
God
yeah,
damn it.
Hot dogs.
What's going
What?
on?
But I'm gonna get this. What? It already started fucking crazy. Different. I knew this was gonna be a different interview because we go back so much history that it's like this could be like a 3-hour show, but we're gonna try to minimize it because I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna get up early and shit, and I've been drinking. I'm gonna let them know right now. I'm not going tomorrow.
Right away, Freddie to us and said, hurry up. It's past Aztec's bedtime.
What's up, Freddie?
Hey, if we go to timeout, fool.
Shout out to Freddie right quick. Yeah, man.
Real quick, they want to know if Aztec says hi.
If I say hi?
Yeah, like on your posts, most of them just say, okay, hi, or okay, bye.
Say, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
But they want to know if you're here, because you never say hi.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, man. I'm right here. Little Mando, just chilling. Waiting for the flautas, because Jedi said we didn't get a free flauta, so we came.
See what happened if you guys would have been on time. But look at us. You think we're going to wait around for someone?
Hey, dog, Little Women of Valet was on, fool.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I gotta watch that shit live.
That's why he was late.
That's why he was late. Fool.
I get it. But other than that, how you guys been?
We've been good. Living life, man. Living life.
So, we'll start off with Aztec, man. Aztec, damn, bro. You have a major catalog in music, man. And when was the first time you hit the studio? How far back?
It was a studio in El Cajon called Hit Single Productions. That's where I did my first song, Party Time in the 619, when we were 619.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
A long time ago, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Alpha Valley, put Alpha Valley names on the map. That was, I don't even know what year it was, man. But I did school to go record that. So all the teachers, I did school. Man, I didn't go to school. I even took my tia's car, told her I was going to 7-Eleven. On the freeway and booked it. With $10 of gas.
Damn.
That was my first time in the studio.
How about you, Little Mando? When's the first time you actually jumped in the studio?
The first time?
The first recording ever.
The first recording ever? Fuck, it was at my homie's pad in Calexico. It's my homie Big B and shit. I told him, hey, dog, I want to fucking rap and shit. He's like, well, come through, come to my pad and shit. So I was right there in his room and shit, and I was like, let me see the mic, dog. And he put on a beat and shit and just started fucking rapping and shit. And then ever since then, it was like nonstop after
Just
that.
fell in love with
Just
it.
fell in love with it, dog, yeah.
Now, what I've never known is how that happens. Like, how'd you guys come together? It's like I don't know. It's like it made sense, but it's just like how did you guys ever link up?
We just
Me and Little Mando?
yeah.
No, the housewives, the short ones.
All gonna get into different stories.
Oh shit!
I was at the fairgrounds. Remember we
It
were
was
at
the
the
fairgrounds.
fairgrounds?
It was at the fairgrounds, yeah.
Then what year was this?
Oh, man, I had barely had my second album out. This was like 98, 99.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that far back?
Yeah.
That far back, dog.
It was like 20
Holy
years ago.
shit!
Just let people know I got out that I've put out. I have 10 albums, but I got 12 albums sitting at my house,
Fuck.
ready to go.
Yeah.
I got notebooks like this high full of songs.
Yeah.
I believe it because even with songs, bro, like I've gone and researched like on YouTube, on Facebook, or whatever platinum, and I'm like, okay, I've heard this song, but it's a different verse, and I'm like, okay, this is different about this one, and I'm like, fuck, you just reinvent yourself every like 2 years. I'm like, God damn it, it's hard to keep track. And it's like, oh, who was on the original this song? And you're like, I don't know. You'd have to ask Aztec because there's no way for me to.
Yeah.
Like the one with is Old Dog or Omar Simon. Like I didn't know you had already done that song, and then when he came to the pad, I was like, I already heard that song. He's like, no, but I'm gonna jump on a verse on it. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh
like,
no, let me tell you the quick story. that album was the Devious Minds. Me and Shotgun were putting out a group album. We had the songs done, and then I met Omar, and then I took off my third verse, and so he could get on, and then Omar just kicked through your pad, man. He just went off and.
Yeah, he killed it.
One night, like 20 songs.
Yeah, and then my laptop died. Remember that shit? Dude, we had that history, bro. It's like, I don't know what happened. Like, they just did not. They hate. The hate. I think it was the hate. Because every time we would fucking get done recording, like, fucking major shit, like, badass shit, the laptop, or the computer, I'm sorry. The computer.
Yeah.
Like, what the and then we tried sending it to another computer, and then that computer.
Negative energy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. And to let people know that album has never been put out, starts to have it at the pad.
The Devious Minds?
The Devious Minds. Still right there.
Oh, shit.
It's like brand new song, so I'm going to put that out maybe
in 2 years. 2 years. We'll wait for the 20th anniversary.
Right quick, Mario Valenzuela says, that's my nephew, Little Mando.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my Uncle Mario right there.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Sam Val. Oh, Richard Bradford said Devious Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Caesar? Yeah, so, but yeah, man. Like I said, your catalog goes way back. Actually, that whole era, man, I was gone. I was in LA. You know, and it's just like.
You missed it.
I missed that era here, man. It's just, you know, because that was my thing, was like, do music, you know, and get out of here to do it. Because, you know, there was no outlet in the valley, you know. So, and then, you know, going back and like, you know, listening to Krazy Aztec, you know, Shotgun, you know, it's just, man. And then I heard your tracks. I was like, damn, man, it's like there's definitely talent in this valley, man.
Big time.
Yeah.
I'll go a little sidetrack. When I first started doing music, I asked around. I was like, hey, who does music out here? And this was probably like, I want to say 95, 96. And the first person I heard was Krazy Aztec. And then from there, I heard Pure Breed. And then I was like, cool. And then I don't know we remember Sears. Mm-hmm. And I ran into Shotgun at the time. And I was like, hey, what's up, fool? And he's like, hey, what's up? I rap and I go to the studio and I know these guys. I'm like, cool. And then I was like, can I go check it out? I rap too and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, yeah, let me talk to the guy. And then I remember he's like, oh, yeah, we work with Aztec. And I was like, oh, shit, it's all full circle. Like, oh, my God. Back then, it's like nobody raps. Yeah. Nobody produced. Nobody. And I'm like, I'm in the right place at the right time. Yep. And then, I don't know what happened. For whatever reason, it just didn't happen at the time. But then, full circle, probably like 10 years later, I'm in the studio with these guys. And it's just, I'm geeking out. I never shared that with you guys. But it's just like, fuck. For me, it was just like, yes. It's like... Because that's what you heard. It's like you look up to the people that influence, and you guys were a big influence. And I just want to say thank you because you inspired me, and I'm sure I probably inspired some other ones to just, you know, to push it.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, there's a lot of talent here to let people know. This guy right here, Jedi, sang on my songs, played guitar on my songs, made beats for my albums. Yeah. So, I mean, if we can inspire somebody, that's what really counts, man.
Yeah, man. Think about it. It's like you guys are. Easy way to put it. You guys are pioneers in the Imperial Valley.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Game,
yeah,
definitely.
For sure. That's for
you know, yeah.
Like I remember, how did we link up? I remember seeing you perform at
That was La Gente
Super shows,
yeah.
And then I remember seeing him, and I'm like, okay. I thought honestly, like he's an out of town artist. He's like he sounds legit. And then I saw him perform at another show that I had done here. Who was it? Like at the Line Center. It was like for the kids or something. And then I was like, oh man, this guy's coming down a lot to perform. And I'm like, dude, he's from Calexico. And I'm like, no way, like. And then we just started linking up, and I'm like, damn, dude, it's just like you said, it's like, you don't know. Back then, social media wasn't as big as it is now. Fuck no. So it's like you really had to like go out there and meet people and just.
You gotta hustle, man. This is definitely a hustle game, man.
It was hard back then, man. It was hard.
You know, pushing those, CDs, man, out of your trunk, you know.
Out the trunk.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I know everything right now is all digital streaming, but I still sell CDs. I still print CDs. When I go and hit the streets, put out my flyers, put up posters, people ask for a CD. Because not everybody has a credit card to go online and buy your music. People still pull out cash and they got CDs. I carry CDs in my trunk, in my pockets. I'm not slanging them, dog. I get my hustle on still.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me that I used to hustle, I used to take C1, he went with me.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
The Mando's gone with me to hit the streets, dog. And other few very people have gone with me, and they know.
Yeah. And he's serious, like, about the flyers. Like, he would, like, at least 1,000. Like, I know, I'm like, bro, I was like, you're going to give out that many flyers? Like, watch me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit.
Just to get your name out there.
Yeah.
That's the way it was.
And, you know, and you did get your name out there. You know, you got more than your name out there, man. Yeah, it was just like, and that hustle that you put in, it, you know, it showed the work that paid off, man, because it did pay off. And it's like I said, it's like Krazy. Oh yeah, he's a rapper from the valley.
Yeah.
You know, so and that must be a good feeling and an accomplishment, man, at the same time.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, driving to all these cities and towns and different states that I've gone to just to put out posters and give out flyers. It's tiring, dog.
Yeah.
I'll go by myself when the homies wouldn't go with me. I'll go by myself.
Right.
And I would take a loaf of bread, dog. Cause that's how I ate. But bread, my tia here, some bologna, bread, and that's it. Some water, ice chest, and I was gone.
Right.
I didn't care about eating. I wanted to eat after I made my money.
Yeah.
But dude, it's hard, dog. It's hard.
I had a lot of fun meeting like artists out there that I can say like they get like a bunch of streams, right? And I showed them a CD that I was working on at the time, and it said featuring Krazy Aztec. Every time I would like, oh, check out my demo. They would look in the back right away to see the features. It's like, oh, Krazy Aztec, I heard of him, and I got that like so many times, and I'm like, that's my homie. Like, that's my homie. That's my friend. I can call him right now. You want me to call him? I put him on the speaker. Hey, he didn't answer. He's at work.
Who's this, man?
Okay, bye.
He said, okay, bye. Yeah.
Using my word.
Oh, sorry, man. Trademark.
Hey, man.
We'll pay you on the first.
Trademark.
For those of you that don't know, man, if you check out his Facebook page, it's like, okay,
yeah.
bye. Everything's okay,
bye.
bye.
And the way I know him is sup, Billy, or hi, Billy. And it's just, oh my God.
Billy.
It's always been Billy.
All the time. On his voicemail all the time.
It's always Billy, dog.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of groups have been together, break up, and all that shit. But you guys, I've seen always been cool. Like, how is that? Is just you guys just work in different areas, or like you guys? I don't know. Like I can honestly say,
bump heads?
I can honestly say, like,
man.
I can honestly say that you guys are fucking legit. Like, you guys seem so calm, like all the time. Like your music, like it feels like I said, it makes so much sense.
That's the whole vision, man. That, you know, like I said, back then it was hard for us to get someone to do us a video because, you know, here in the valley, like, nobody would shoot videos. And nowadays,
Right.
I mean, even with a cell phone, you could do a music video, you know. So back then, like, for us, it was just all, you know, to get our name out there and push our music. And when we were recording, like, it was just all fun and games, like the way it is right now. We would just laugh, and, you know, the vibe was just cool all the time, and we just clicked up, man. Like, he's Aztec would tell me that he reminded me, like, you know, like CLS, like back in the day, you know, Triple C.
Shit. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they'll get in the studio and just knock out tracks, man. Like, you know, just all day.
Right.
So, I mean, it's always been like that, man, since day one.
Now, for those that are just watching and getting, we're pretty good amount of watchers. Let them know a couple people you guys have worked with. We'll start with LiL Mando.
For me, well, you know, homies in my hood, you know, in Galicia, that's where I grew up at. I rap with, well, first it was my homie Big B.
Okay,
You know,
cool,
that was my first track. I worked with him, and then my other homie Drowsy, he's from Calexico and shit. He's been doing music for a long time too, and you know, I rapped with him for a while, and then there was this other group in Calexico. They went by the Crazy Youngsters.
Oh yeah,
And,
I remember that.
And they were doing their thing too, and you know, we made a couple of tracks out there too, and you know, just, you know, trying to get their name out there the same as me, you know. And then, well, you know, I rapped with you, you know, when I was young, man. I was like, probably like 15 years old?
Yeah.
It was like 15 with you.
A long time ago.
It was a long
You
time.
seen Jedi's old? We'll say that.
It's all good. I won't.
I'll say that.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he beat me with like a year or two. He's like, oh, we were young.
He said we.
Oh man, I was. It was crazy for me, bro. Cause like Aztec could tell you, bro, I was like 15 years old, rapping like at the Amiga Room, Coyote Wells and shit. Like, bro, like I was just in there doing my thing, and everybody be like, "What the fuck? Like this kid looks young and shit." But you know, I was just out there doing my thing and shit. And
but nobody asked me shit.
Nobody
Huh?
told me nothing. Because, I always like looked older and thought older, and my language and shit was always like good. So they were like always like, "Oh, this guy knows what's up," you know. Yeah. So they wouldn't trip on me and shit, but yeah, man, it was a long time. It was
the whole bald like intimidation, but he carried himself well. No. Yeah. He did carry himself professionally, but it's like you don't want to ask him nothing. Like you were just like, no.
Don't even bother.
Fucking Aztec. What about you, bro? What do you say are some major like things that you've gone through, like as in performances, like maybe showing up to an interview a little bit late because of card problem, or what are some of the things you guys had to kind of go through to show the love you have for the music? Any obstacles?
Yeah, man. One time I was at Dolly Parton's house. And she don't
What? See, sometimes it's hard to believe this guy because he said so much shit, but sometimes it's like
we're working on a song called "Here All Yellow."
Oh man!
Wait, what were you working on? A country song or what?
Country grammar.
Before Nelly.
Good looking.
Oh my god.
What you got cooking? We're gonna do a remix though.
Oh man.
Do a remix.
We're gonna get flagged for that little sample. Thank you, Aztec, by the way.
We're gonna drop an 808 on it. Damn.
That's a true story though. People don't know I did a song with Dolly Parton, dog, and Chuck Norris and Burt Reynolds.
You said Burt Reynolds, bro. Damn.
I call it Little Birdie. Me and him.
Little Birdie. Dog. / Eddie Murphy, Charlie
Murphy. Oh man. But what are some like major accomplishments that you feel like, damn, that's a major accomplishment for me?
Probably the day when I met Kid Frost.
Okay.
He knew who I was. I did a show right here at the fairgrounds with it was a show when Chingo Blink came.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mr. Criminal, Capone. And then Frost was doing the lineup to see if artists were there. And he mentioned Krazy Aztec, is he here now? I'm right here. He's like, I heard him. And we kind of talked from there, and I was like, damn, this from LA. He's heard me. But like I said, I've always hustled, man. I've always hustled from cassettes to CDs, posters, flyers, and I just put my name out there by myself. And I had, I won't say what record companies because I won't put them on blast, even though I should. But they were hitting me up, but
just kidding.
But,
hold on. Let me ask.
Dolly Parton.
Oh, yeah, it's Dolly. I was like, he's lawyering up right now.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was one accomplishment where I was like, how do you say, like, famous.
It feels good to know, like, man, they know my name out there.
Yeah.
And I think just that in general is just like, it goes to show that you're putting in work.
Yeah.
You're putting in work, so you can get recognized. Like you said, it was a different game back then, I mean, there was no internet, this is like even before Napster,
man, we had like, what, MySpace, dog? That's what we had.
Oh, shit.
We had like MySpace and shit. We had our little track list on the top of the page,
Hannah's be hating because you're not in the top.
Top 5,
top 8.
I hated that shit because like, what? We're not top friends or what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Damn, MySpace.
And the only friend was Tom.
Tom
was the only friend.
Yeah, man. So what? How about you, Mando? You got anything in the lab cooking right now?
I've been having some tracks, man. I've been having some tracks. This year, I was gonna drop my album, but everything with the COVID and everything, man, it kind of derailed everything that I was trying to do,
Right.
But yeah, man, I got like a full album already done, and Aztec was helping me throughout, doing everything. So most likely we'll probably be dropping it sometime next year.
Dope.
And each track that gets released is gonna have a video to it. So that's the plan for 2021.
Sounds dope.
You just dropped a visual like not too long ago, right? Just like recently.
Like a week
ago. Yeah.
I dropped a video lonely to an old song I did.
Alright.
And the only reason I did it because a lot of people messaged me they like that song because that was one of my realest songs I ever wrote. And when you're drunk, you say things
never. Nunca, wait.
You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? No, never.
It's
We
all
never
lies,
had
man.
none of
It's
those
all
guys.
lies, right?
but the truth, man.
But the truth.
That truth serum.
So that was a faded song. Cause I was faded when I wrote it. Yeah.
Now I know, but let the people know it's like you've gotten love everywhere. But one that people might not know of or even expect is like overseas. Like I know they had a big like orders for your albums and shit. Let them know.
Well, shout out to all the homies out there in Japan that buy my music.
That's what's
from
up.
MySpace days.
The CDBaby.com.
What's up with Japan, man? Japan,
They love our style, dog.
they show love, man.
The
They
culture,
show-
dude,
they-
is
love our culture.
huge.
They
It's
got
huge.
lowriders out there and shit deep, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
they're out there fucking. They looking like Mexicanos and shit. They put on some lokes and they shave their head and they look like us and shit. You know?
Ever thought about going out there, perform? I mean, of course not right now, but like.
Nah, I watch La Bamba too much,
Oh,
man.
fuck.
Trying to get no play,
Trying to
dog.
get no play.
Oh shit!
Too far.
It's
Take
too
a boat.
far.
Take a
Get the R-Rim, dog.
Fucking Popeye and shit.
You won't be able to walk though. Your legs are gonna get like shot.
You're gonna have to walk on your hands, dog.
Yeah, I don't think I ever go do a show in another country, dog. Just I don't know, man. I don't know about flying. Once you're in the air, you belong to the sky.
Yeah, that's true, man.
So they can come over here and see me perform.
There you go. We're online now.
Online.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
On Zoom.
Yeah, man. In a live concert. Hey, have you guys thought of that? Like with all this COVID shit going on.
Yeah.
Have you thought of like doing a little, like a mini concert or something?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it now, man. Because it's just like,
Yeah.
you gotta still keep the people that follow you, your fans. You gotta keep them. Find a way to keep them entertained, man.
Yeah. We had it in the works. We were trying to do like a cipher and try to get a bunch of
Dope.
local artists from the valley and get them all together in one track, and then shoot a video, to it,
That's dope.
So
That would
that'll
be
probably
dope.
be coming up probably for next year.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask, and I don't know if you guys have had it already, but just because I don't know, what about merch? Because that's something like I've always seen you guys like the thing that stands out like in the picture I chose was for a reason. Like when you guys have the VI or you guys have your guys' names on it, it's like
Yeah.
I always thought this would be dope to fucking pick up a
Yeah.
shirt of you guys.
Yeah, we had made shirts for girls and we made hats, beanies. We
shit.
We had all that shit, but we all sold, bro. Like when we would go to the shows, like to be honest, like our plan and goal was like to make 100 CDs, right, and sell all those 100 CDs for $10. So at least we made $1,000 in that day in that show. That was already a profit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people don't hesitate to pay $10 for a CD. And we're talking years back, bro. So that was what we used to always do, and then plus the merch that was extra on top of that. But yeah, we had made shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's one girl. I saw my VI shirt. I won't say her name, Lisa. But
Wow.
she wanted my shirt, dog, to take a picture, and she took off running, and fuck, she had no legs, and I caught her, dog. And, trying to steal my shirt.
Like it doesn't take her serious. So, like, wait, I'm waiting for the punchline. She took off running. She had no legs, but
She had no patas.
For trying to kick me, though, later.
I saw on Facebook, man. He was like, "You gonna do a comedy album, or you still?"
that's
in
one
the
thing
works,
I
or-
haven't seen yet. I'm waiting for
No,
it.
he has a track, bro. He has a track that's all comedy, bro. When we recorded that, like in what year was that, fool? That was in my pad in Calexico. It was a Chips Ahoy song.
What the hell?
Money, bro. I swear to God, it's on YouTube, bro.
God.
It's on YouTube. It was all like straight freestyle comedy, bro.
We're gonna have to go check that out.
It's,
Right?
it's on YouTube, bro. It's a tripped out track.
But I do have a comedy, like, stand-up comedy album I'm gonna put out maybe in a couple weeks. So
Oh shit, that's
it's
badass.
done. I just haven't put it out yet. Make everybody wait.
Make it.
Yeah, I'm talking like jokes, no rapping, no, just like jokes, and like a comedy, like a comedian.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Fuck
out.
yeah, that's sick, dude.
So now back to comedy. You know, like you touching the base on comedy. Was that one of your like also like niches? Like, man, you know, have you ever thought of jumping on stage to do comedy?
I've been some guy from like did comedy shows in Sunset in LA had messaged me one time on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, you're a comedian? I got a spot over here." I go, "I'm not a comedian though. I just put stupid random things on Facebook that people think is funny." He was like, "Oh, come on, man! I got a 15-minute spot. You can come over here and do your show." I go, "I've never done stand. I go, I could be funny on the spot,
Yeah.
but to go and actually make people laugh, I don't think I could do that." He's like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Last month, I was on my phone and I went to this page. I had my kids sitting right there, right? And then I started telling your jokes to them. They're looking at me like, "You stupid." And then,
Or plan B, just go up there with like signs of your post. Just here's one post, and the next joke. Here's the post.
That's not a bad idea.
There you go. You heard it here first. Be collecting royalty checks.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Shit.
You need a manager? Hey, jump on it.
But I did think about this, telling that dude, "All right, I'll go do a show 15 minutes." But when I get there, I actually start rapping instead of doing a
Oh shit! Do your spot right
All
there.
right.
thing. Yeah, I'll
Why you doing it?
the 3 songs.
CDs, flyers.
Yeah, take my merchandise and slang away.
So now, the transition from CDs, slanging out of the trunk, to digital platform. How's that evolved for you guys?
It's great, bro. It's been a huge transition, you know. Getting everything online, digital platform. It's good because you get to see like the numbers, you know, coming in, you know, and getting that online distribution. I mean, that's what we used to want to get back in the day through Universal, but it was hard, you know.
Right.
So now with distribution that we both got, I mean, our music is everywhere, bro. And
Yeah.
Apple Music is one of the top ones, bro, that the majority of the people are always trying to buy. And Spotify, too.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask, touching the same basis, I don't know if you could talk about it or not, but I know there was like labels maybe trying to pick you up.
Yeah.
Was this before or after you guys had already, I don't know, started working together?
Oh,
or
it was after, bro.
afterwards?
Yeah, after high school in 2006, I was going to get signed to High Power Entertainment with Mr. Capone. Yeah, and I've been, you know, good homies with him for a long, long time. But, you know, when you get into a record contract, things get a little bit, you know, serious. And, you know, you got to stay committed. You know, if you get signed, you know, you got to accomplish that album, you know, within the time. And if you don't, then guess what? You're going to owe some money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So at that time, bro, I was fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
You know, I had just got married with my wife, so I was like, I ain't even trying to get committed to something I'm not gonna fulfill, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and also you don't want to rush, so it's like you want to make sure it works. Like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, bro, I was gonna get signed to High Power Entertainment. I was gonna move out there to LA. So that was one thing that I could say that, you know, I had an opportunity.
That's dope, though.
My CD got into the hands of Capone through my homie Little Tweety from India.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's what's up.
I could say that was one opportunity.
No, that's big, dude.
that I
That's
had.
definitely big.
But yeah, man, I'm still homies with that dude, man. He's doing his thing, man. He has a huge fan base to this day. I mean, man, I give my props to him, man. He's came a long way too.
Shout out Mr. Capone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Capone, man.
Yeah.
Now, Aztec, do you want to ask him? Or?
No, go.
Oh, okay. Now, how? Okay, in this business, what would you say? What was the transition like? I mean, also for you too. Like once you had like your family, like you have your boy. Is like now is that hard to juggle, or is that something like that kind of inspired you to do more, like to go at this even harder?
Well, I know you remember because I used to live in San Diego at the time, in Oceanside, and I would come down to record at your pad. And I would have my son when he was little every other weekend. And I could have just been like, hey, Jedi, I'm going to stay with my son. I would go record another time. I would bring him here, and he would play with your son.
Yeah.
And I would just show, I'm dedicated to this game, dog. I would bring my son. When it was my time with my son, I'd bring him over here. He would play, put him in the room, play with your son, and go do my music. I mean, but yeah, when you have a family and you're trying to make it, and you want to make it for your kid, daughter, whatever you have, that's like motivation. But I don't need that motivation because I have self motivation, dog.
That's what's up.
I never needed somebody to tell me you can do it or you're good. I'm my own, dog. Every day I would call you, hey, can we record? I'm here.
Yeah.
If I record with you, I'll record this guy CJ and Bradley, Rascal's cousin.
Oh, that CJ.
Shout out to Rascal. He gave me some of the beats too. He lived in Calipat. And I would go all the way to Calipat to record. I was back and forth, Oceanside here with you, Calipat, and just recording music. Like I said, I got so much music, man. It's like I got like probably at my pad waiting to be released another 12 albums done with 18, 20 songs each album. Yeah.
Now with you, was it hard on the family, or were they very supportive all the time?
No, man, they were supportive, man. My wife was always supportive. She always supported, and I told her, I said, this is what I've been doing before I got with you. So this is me, and she supported it, bro. She supported it, and she also gave me a lot of motivation as well too. So shout out to my wife. She's probably watching right now. But yeah, bro. I mean, you gotta have that self motivation as well, because if you don't have it for yourself, you're never gonna do it, bro. You gotta have it in you. But yeah.
All right. And same thing for you, man. How was that transition going into the digital platform?
Well, digital is like worldwide, man.
Right.
To let people know, I have my stuff through CD Baby, and which is like same with TuneCore and all these others. Like now you don't even.
And you're doing that like years ago. I remember that shit.
Yeah, dog, years. Like now you don't need all these young artists that want to come up, and they're saying, "Oh, I need a record deal." You don't need a record deal. No, you go do YouTube, your own videos. You go sign with, put your music out through all these websites, and you're worldwide. Like in what, a week?
Yeah.
7 days, you're worldwide.
As the moment you upload the track and it gets already released, I mean, it's pretty much all worldwide.
Yeah, it's true, man. Because sometimes you be on Instagram and you be like, man, who's this fool? Why does this fool have a blue check mark?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then you look at his following, and then you go to check out his music, you're like, damn, this fool's spitting bars, and it's just like, and it's just like all done independently. And think about it, like you said, everybody's like saying, Apple Music is where it's at.
Yeah. I'm just like, does Lil Mando or Krazy Aztec follow this guy? No? Okay, never mind. Never mind. They're not being followed.
So, with COVID, man, did it going on and everything, quarantine, did it put you in a different mindset towards your music?
Oh, yeah, bro, definitely, man. It affects, people in different ways, but for me, it just makes me think we can't let this affect us and our everyday living. We got to keep moving forward and pushing forward. And as far as music, it's inspired me and Aztec to just work harder and have a game plan for 2021 and say, this is what we got to do. We got to bring back the music for the people and let them know that we're still here. Like Jedi said, we've been doing this for a long time. We can say we're considered pioneers of the valley because it's true. People that know us say, hey, you guys still rapping, you guys still together, and they see us and they're like, hey, well, you guys are still doing something, so where's it at? It's under wraps, and we're like, we're working on it, but at the right time, it's going to get released. So that was the initial plan for 2020, but it didn't happen, so 2021.
You got Dolly Parton as a feature? Or what?
Yeah, man, but I told her she had to make some biscuits. But she don't know how to cook, so I don't know, dog. Slap her around.
She didn't make the cut.
Yeah. Or you got some little women from LA.
That's a secret.
I told her, don't get it started.
That's a little secret.
That's a little secret.
It's gonna spit a little verse on there.
A little verse. Damn.
Got little attitudes. I don't know, man.
Little
Miniatures.
Act like little divas. All right.
Now I'm gonna ask the question that last time I asked this question, it kind of like, oh shit. But if you weren't rapping, what would you be doing? Like, if that wasn't your passion, like what else? I know some people say fishing, some people say like hiking, some people say being a cartel boss. Like just what would you guys have? What would you guys be doing if it wasn't music?
I'd be. If I open up my own dojo, I'd be a sensei.
What I thought you would say, honestly?
Stripper.
No, fuck this guy.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I'll say,
Where's Little Women?
oh man, this is going way left. Never mind. Thank you for watching. I honestly thought you were gonna say professional baseball player.
Oh yeah, I would have thought the same thing too.
Yeah, well, that was my first dream. I did want to be a baseball player, and I don't want to sound cocky, but I was good.
That's
I
what's
was
up.
good. I had a lot of confidence in myself, but for some reason I just started rapping the audio. Sometimes I think if I would have been a singer, what kind of songs would I have made up?
Stevie B.
Stevie B.
Yeah.
Spring Love.
You do
Spring Love. Or Spring.
you do
Spring
Stevie A. Stevie A.
Stevie D.
We made that track, bro. We remixed
Yeah, I
that song.
remember that shit.
Yeah,
That was
we
badass.
did that one too.
What about you? If it wasn't music, what would your other passion be?
My dream, man. You know what? To be honest, bro, I wanted to join the Marine Corps.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wanted to join the Marine Corps.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was something I wanted to do, man.
A different type of general.
Influenced by your uncle right there?
Influenced by my uncle, bro.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's something I probably would have done, bro. Yeah.
Cool, man. So, like I said, you guys have big plans for 2021.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
plan.
that's what's up. Let people know where they can get your music at. Let them know. Tell them.
The links or
Give 'em the
like
links.
social media.
Social media.
Where can they find you guys at?
Well, I got my Instagram, underneath Mando and Sosa. You could follow me there, and then all of my music is on all digital platforms. So you can just type up my name, Little Mando, and it'll pop up. And then YouTube as well too. We got my own little topic right there, so
That's
the
what's up.
music's there.
Cool, man.
But yeah.
My music too is all over the internet. But if you want to buy it directly through me, go to my Facebook or Instagram, which is Krazy Aztec with the K, not a C. A lot of people write with the C. I already told them, dog, it's a K. Fool, they don't listen to that shit, bro. You know what, fool? It's interview now. I hear them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what's up, man. Hey, like I said, we're grateful to have you guys on the show, man. Like I said, put it down for the Imperial Valley, and that's what our show originally started about, man. It was putting on people from the valley that that have a platform and could give these youngsters some guidance.
Yeah.
Because in the industry, man, it's like regular here in high school. And your teacher's like, well, what do you want to do? It's like, oh, I want to rap.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that. Or,
Yeah.
automatically, and it's just like, what makes you say I can't?
You gotta prove them wrong.
Yeah, and that's I think us as musicians, as, entertainment, I think that light bulb kicks on, man. It's just like, and we're like, you know what, you say I can't? I want to prove you
I'll
wrong.
prove you wrong. Man.
Yeah,
Work hard.
yeah, and that's what's up, man. I think, from your guys' music and putting it out there, the way you guys did, the way you guys hustled out of your trunk, it, like I said, it was a hustle game, man, from the beginning, and now to go digital and to have it worldwide, it's like,
It's a big blessing, man.
yeah, man. So, we want to say, man, keep pushing, guys, and keep doing your thing, man. Once again, thank you for coming to the show.
I want to give a quick shout out, and then you guys can give a shout out. I know usually we ask them to, but I definitely got to say a big shout out to Antonio Camacho for all the super shows he's put together and shit, and always letting us be a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys want to give your guys a shout outs, we probably should have wrote it down and said, hey, give shout outs at the end, because I know we're going to have like fucking 3 hours.
I
But like, just real quick, just
Well, La Gente, yeah, big shout out to them. They're the one that gave me my first break to rap at their show, man. And back then, those shows weren't little; they were big shows.
Yeah, they were always
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So shout out to La Gente and you know, to all the artists that I work with too. You know, besides you guys, you know, Playboy.
Yeah.
You know, we did a song too back in the day with C1
C1, shout out to C1.
and you know Harley.
Yeah.
Crazy Harley. That's
Yeah.
what we got. We got me some fries too.
Boss Young.
Some jungle jack, Boss
Yeah.
Young.
Damn, I got like 2 tracks with Boss Young. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You know, it's like I said, you know, like I left the valley, you know, but I still try to keep in contact as much as I could, man. But you know, like if I would have done here, I'd probably have tracks featuring with you guys too,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah,
You know, so
definitely.
but
Yeah.
yeah, man. Anybody else you want to shout out? You know,
You know, just the regular artists though. You know, Minded, another homie that raps out here in the
So-
valley. I mean, there's probably more that I'm forgetting, but there's just a lot of people that I've worked with. There's songs that I've done with local artists that I haven't even put out. So like I said, I have so much music.
right?
You know, Shotgun be
Yeah.
homie Villain from the Zigzag Crew.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like I could go on and on to the break of dawn, like Funky Kong with the purple thumb.
God damn it!
We started, fool.
He said Donkey Kong with the purple
We're
thumb.
gonna change the audience from. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like 21 and up.
But damn. Yeah, man. Well, Krazy Aztec LiL Mando. Once again, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, before we leave, what's up with the flautas, Jedi? That's why we came, fool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.